Hello, hello, and welcome back for a little switcheroo action as we continue our Perfidious Pete Plays Shuffle Mode run through The Long Dark. And what is it exactly that I mean by switcheroo? Well, normally in Canadian wilderness, you don't eat wolf, wolf eats you. But today, that's not the case, because last episode we found a dead wolf, carved its ass up, and much to Professor Yakov Smirnoff's chagrin, chowed down on it like Takeru Kobayashi on a Nathan's hot dog. And yes, I did say Professor Smirnoff because he is a professor. And as much as I wish that were a joke, I assure you it's not. Professor Smirnoff actually teaches a course at Missouri State University called The Business of Laughter, a university that at one point in my life I attended, I might add, as much as I might also wish that were a joke. And I know that as my intense shame about having attended a university that employs Yakov Smirnoff as a professor ripples through the ether, right now, somewhere in Branson, Missouri, Yakov is experiencing a moment of orgasmic existential joy and saying to himself, "What a country!" But anyway, let's put my personal demons aside for a moment and tend to our more immediate needs, such as surviving another day in the old apocalypse here. So it looks like our gut and our wolf hide are not quite cured. I'm going to extinguish my lamp. We pretty much know our way around our base here. Let's look in our cabinet. We do have some immediate needs we need to tend to as well. Looks like we're a little thirsty. Let's take care of that. Flip over to our food tab, drink some of this water. Get that sorted. Our calories were at 997, and we should still have in our... We don't have any food in our inventory, but we should still have plenty of that wolf meat. So let's check out our cabinet here. Did we leave any food? I don't believe we left any food in this cabinet, just tomato soup and soda. I'm going to grab a couple of these sodas, actually. 53%, you're in the worst shape. Let's grab you. Let's grab this 57 as well. Might drink one of these. I'm going to check my upper cabinets as well, just to see if there's anything we abandoned in here. I do want to... we have some accelerant. Never mind. Nothing, and we do have some food up here. Looks like we got a little dog food. Some newspaper... I'd prefer to not eat dog food if I don't have to. I'm kind of getting at my fill in the dog food department. I really got to say, I've had plenty of dog food lately. I don't necessarily want to try and have any more. Let's check our refrigerator as well. We should have some raw meat in here that we can make a breakfast out of. We've got this fish. The coho salmon actually cooked up real nice. Real nice. I didn't want to do that, actually. I want to take these things into my inventory. I think we leave the salmon. Let's take all of our water. My goal for today is to try and accomplish what we didn't get accomplished the other day. Do we have any raw wolf meat? We have one chunk that... It's at 30. You know what? We'll leave it. It's fine. We don't have any immediate plans to cook. Let's not cook it if we don't have to. Let me get our flare out. Let's go. We should be just about... Yeah, it's like right around dawn. Let's run outside. See what the weather is like, and try and do what we were supposed to do yesterday when we got distracted by a wolf carcass, and that is find those maple saplings so we can get those bad boys curing. We should probably also eat breakfast. That's fine. We'll have a nice little sort of an outdoor breakfast. Eat some of this venison. That'll leave us a chunk of wolf jerky, and you know what? Let's hold off. We'll have the soda as kind of like a nice snack this afternoon. So it's not that cold out, which is good. Let's start heading over, see if we can find those maple saplings so we can get those bad boys to start curing and perhaps make our bow so that we might just hunt wolves. And what are you? So already things are not looking fantastic. The crows are once again calling my name. I can hear them. They want to feast on my delicious eyeballs. I would prefer that the crows not feast on my eyeballs. I mean, that's just me, but it seems like having your eyeballs feasted on by crows is... probably not fantastic. I mean, I guess we could ask Ned Stark, because Sean Bean actually is over there dead by a rock, and probably the crows are picking at his eyeballs as we speak, which is why they're crawling. But let's not go out of our way to find out. Where are those crows? They actually are picking at Sean Bean's corpse over there. We left Mr. Bean dead at the bottom of a rock, where he's been for quite some time. So let's keep an eye out for canine friends. It seems like the wolves are not as active, like, in the twilight, like in dusk and dawn times. They don't necessarily seem like they're as active or aggressive. Don't see a lot of deer out either. It's not even really very cold out today. It's kind of nice. You know, so sure, it's a little lonely because it's the apocalypse and I'm the only living being within several 100-mile radius that doesn't want to eat my own flesh. I mean, I'm not going to do like auto cannibalism or anything like that, but everything else pretty much wants to feast on my carcass. I would prefer that they didn't, but let's see if we can maybe try and dissuade some of the carcass feasting by finding those damn maple saplings and getting back home. We did fish recently, and fishing proved to be somewhat less of a valuable way to spend our time than I had hoped. Let's not sprint up this hill. Last time we were sprinting up a hill, we damn near broke our leg. That went bad for us. So the maple saplings are somewhere up in this neighborhood. There was like a little woodcutter's hut that we found, and they were near the woodcutter's hut. They got to be like right here on this hill. This is like right where we were when we found them. Nope. They're in this area somewhere, damn it. I'm not insane. There they are. I found them. Aha! Suck it! Yes, you are mine, maple saplings. Harvest this shit. We got an axe now. We can harvest. Oh, yeah. Alright, so green maple saplings. Bam! Harvested. In our inventory. They are ours. Oh, yes. You gotta be shitting me. They were literally like a dozen feet from... Oh, I'm real salty. We were at this house last time we came up here looking for them and couldn't find them, and they were like fucking a dozen steps away. That makes me a little pissed off, actually. Alright, well, let's see if we can head back to our main encampment where the majority of our crafting supplies, and actually pretty much all of our supplies, are in fact stored. And we have some gut curing, also some hide curing there. Just taking my time going down this hill so as not to break my ankle. We're just going to follow this road. We've completely and fully scavenged this area. Keeping an eye out for wolves. As always. I mean, they are the bane of our fucking existence. So we'll try and get resupplied. Maybe, I don't know, maybe do a little more fishing towards the end of the day if we've got some time. It's still dawn and we've already kind of accomplished today's goal. Is that a deer, a bear, or a wolf? I would guess that is a deer. Things looking good so far. We did fully explore this back area. Honestly, what we might be best served doing, assuming we can make it to our main encampment kind of unmolested by wolves and or other large predators, is maybe scout around. There is a roadway up there that we have not investigated that leads back from where our main encampment is. We haven't really looked around. It would probably be in our best interest to maybe go see if there's another settlement or something back there. We should also check out this car. We'll pry open this trunk. Anything in here? Absolutely nothing. Let's check the back seat. What do we got? Absolutely nothing. So this car is looking solid. Yeah, there's a candy bar on the dashboard, a can of soda on the floorboard, and a book of cardboard matches. Let's check the glove box. Ominous music cues again are ominous. And nothing under the visors. Alright then. So let's flip the hood up, just so we can remember that we have searched it. That's sort of our little indicator that that vehicle has been searched. And let's keep trucking down this road. Ease on down the road. Gonna ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might attract a wolf, 'cause he'll rip out your throat, rip out your throat, rip out your throat. Probably enough impromptu singing, and I apologize for inflicting my voice upon you. I realize it is more irritating than fingernails on a chalkboard, but you gotta make do with the tools you got, and that's all I got, folks. It's literally all I've got. What is up here? I'm not sure we came this far east in our last exploration. Let's take a little mosey up this hill, see what's up here. Maybe we can just, can't even walk up this hill? It is too steep. Okay. So scratch that plan then. Let's just keep walking down the road. Or rather running. We are running. Running does help keep your core temperature high, as I understand it, so there is some merit to running. Yes, it burns more calories, but you get where you're going quicker. It allows you to do more while the light is out, and it also helps keep you warm. So this is that road, right? Yeah, okay, so this is where that road that was carved with the logs, this is pretty much exactly where we came out the last time we were headed back to our main encampment. We came out right here. So we've explored pretty much everything up to this little area. Don't break your ankle. We're about to go into Wolf Town, and in Wolf Town, if you have a broken ankle, the wolf eats you, not you eat the wolf. So if you could, don't break your ankle on the way to Wolf Town. We have not been back up here. What are those? Are those just rocks? We have not been up here. I think... is that a wolf? Couldn't tell if I heard a wolf or whether that was just the wind whistling. Might have just been the wind. Those are just rocks. So this was not useful. Then again, we sort of haven't explored this area, so there is something to be said for exploring this area. I mean, we haven't been back here. Might as well take a look around. Could potentially find something useful. Maybe some old man's beard. Maybe we can't even get up there because it's too steep. What if we go around this tree and try to approach this somewhat gentler slope? Yes. Excellent. So what do we got? Anything? Nope. So there's a whole lot of fuck all nothing up here. Glad I took the time to come look around. I have to assume this is going to be just unclimbable slope. Yeah, I don't want to break my ankle climbing this. I'm pretty sure this is just a nice way to say we're freezing? When did it become so cold? It's only minus 12. Okay, well, we should probably try and find some shelter then, since I'm freezing to death suddenly. Not sure when it got so cold. What's the wind chill like? Minus 25. Okay, so it's pretty windy, actually. It's the wind, apparently, that's getting to us. We should be able to come in. There's a whole little lane back here. We haven't explored any of this. So we've got... Is that a building? It looks like a cabin or something. Yeah, I gotta get into... I hope it's a cabin at this point. I kind of gotta get indoors. I'm not exactly doing too well in the temperature department. Please be a building. It is a building. And we know where this road leads. This road leads back to our main encampment, so we can just follow that right down back to our main building. But for now, unexplored territory. Also, there are crows in the air, which probably means that something horrific waits us up here, like a dead guy. If I seem excited about the dead guy, it's not really... Yep, there's a dead guy. A dead guy with a crowbar. Sorry, dead guy, but I'm taking your crowbar. I'm assuming you don't necessarily need that crowbar anymore, since you're cold, frozen, and stuck to the ground, and also have nothing else of use. I'm taking your crowbar, and I'm going to go inside because it's real cold and I'm tired of freezing to death. Alright then, let's see if there's anything to be found up in this area that's worth a shit. So far, there is absolutely nothing at all in this cabin. We found a can of cold tomato soup. And a bed. That's literally it. There was a can of cold tomato soup. This may be one of the shittiest buildings we've ever been inside of. Cold tomato soup, folks. Campbell's. That's quality advertising. Then again, it's not like we're spoiled for choice. We have literally a can of cold tomato soup in the universe. That's all we have to eat, assuming we're going to stay here, which I would kind of prefer to not do. Mostly because I'm not really a huge fan of tomato soup or Andy Warhol. So let's search this metal container. What do we got? Absolutely nothing. Is there anything in this box? No. What about on these shelves? Not a damn thing. Under the bed? Maybe they're hiding things under the bed. Clearly not. An old abandoned chair. This house has a can of cold pork and beef. Ooh, a backpack.
I think I can use this.
Got a bottle of water, pair of mittens, and that's it. Actually, these mittens theoretically could be in better shape than our mittens. Let's take a look. No. Our mittens are in terrible shape, and they're actually still in better shape than the mittens we just found. That's it? That's all that was in here? A cold can of pork and beans and a pair of mittens. That's all you got, huh? Alright then. Now, I am going to go back to that other cottage, because now I'm afraid I might have overlooked a backpack on the chair in there, which means that that may theoretically have contained more than a cold can of tomato soup. So I will go check it out. It's not going to hurt anything. If nothing else, it keeps us indoor for a little while so we can get warm and stay warm. There's no chair in this one. So I didn't overlook it, just not there. Still, I think today has been a positive day thus far. I mean, we did achieve our goal, our stated goal for the day. Oh shit, there's a blizzard? It's actually warmer despite the fact that it's snowing now. I would love to explore in that direction, but we're not going to. I might actually nap in one of these cabins. This is a fishing cabin. Reclaimed wood. Reclaimed wood is extremely useful for us. We can use that to make rabbit snares with some gut. What are you? Some lantern fuel. Of course there's lantern fuel. There's always lantern fuel. I assume that at some point someone occupied this cottage, and if that someone was from this region, they drank lantern fuel, because that's what they do in this part of the country. They drink lantern fuel. Got a cooler. There should be some food in there. Nope. What about it over here? Absolutely nothing. Anything under the bed? Not a damn thing. And no backpack on the chair, and the weather outside sounds fucking frightful. I mean, the fire would be delightful. The only problem is we, of course, are not going to start a fire in here for fear of burning down the cabin. Let's go just take a quick peek and see what the weather actually is like. It's bad. It's real bad. Yeah, look at our cold meter. It is skyrocketing. All right, so it is not just bad. It is terrible, and it's also a blizzard. Let's go inside. We have enough food and water we could get through the day. It's not exactly warm here, but it is warm-ish. It's 23 degrees. What kind of bonus would we get out of this bed? +9. Well, it would be above freezing. Let's have a little snack. Maybe some of this blizzard, the worst of it, we can get it to blow over. So how we doing here? Let's eat this chunk of wolf jerky. And we found some more soda, so I'm okay with drinking a can. This candy bar's not really in great shape either. Let's drink this can of soda, though. That's gonna go a little ways towards both hunger and thirst. Then we'll take a little bit of this water. And then I think what we'll do is just snuggle up in bed for an hour to stay warm. Let's just, let's try and keep our little tootsies toasty. We'll snuggle up in bed, rest for 1 hour. That's gonna chew away 75 calories, but it will warm us up and it'll also give us an hour indoor. And with that, even, let's hope the storm abates a bit while we're sleeping. It does not at all sound like it has abated. But how are we doing? We have no cold right now. So I think we could probably make it back to our main camp. So let's make a break for it. Actually, maybe the weather has just changed. It sounds like maybe the storm let up while we were talking. And if it did, we're gonna make a break for it. It has not improved at all. That's okay, though. Let's get to running. We're just going to sprint. Is this sprinting? It is, in fact. I'm sprinting into the wind. That's why it's so much colder. That's a very intriguing mechanic. Sprinting into the wind actually slows you down. Very cool. I have not ever noticed that before, but it does make sort of perfect sense, really. We know where this road leads. It leads to our main encampment, which is where we want to be. So let's get there. And I think we turn left here. Or do we continue going down? Well, there's like a little, looks like what might be some sort of plowed path. Now I'm very confused. This is the log camp. That's not where we need to be. We're actually much further from home than I thought we were. Or at least much further from our base camp than I thought we were. We're up very high. Does this go over and then curl around? Is that how this works? It's worth investigating. I mean, it's good to know the map, sort of get the lay of the land, but still, I'm a little confused. There's the main road. Okay, so there. Okay, I know exactly where we're at now. All right, we're okay. The cold is not really boring into us like a fucking all knife right now, so we can probably make it to our destination. We're just gonna stay along this road. Mostly so I don't get lost, because my orienteering skills are very, very subpar. We should be approaching the hamlet, right? Nope. Where the hell are we? Now I'm getting a little worried. Little bit worried now. We could be looking at these trees for like old man's beard, but we kind of have enough old man's beard at this point. I don't really foresee us using that. What is this? Just a fallen tree? Just a fallen tree. That's kind of... Oh, what are you? Wait a minute. Have we been here before? I think maybe we've been to that little trailer. I think we've been here. On the plus side, we have not seen hide nor hair of a single wolf today. I am not salty about that fact in the slightest. I'd like to point out also, I'm not at all upset by the fact that we have not seen a wolf. But I'm pretty sure we've been here. Yeah, I think we may have been here on our last little jaunt. We probably have been here, and I think we already looted this place. But if we have, we know we're at least on the right track, so let's check it out. And if nothing else, it's a nice little spot for us to maybe take a moment and get warm. I'm pretty sure we have looted this place. Oh, clearly not. Or reclaimed wood. All right, so we have not been here. What are you? Nothing. Got another bed. There's nothing under the bed. So we found... Oh, there's a... We can search this drawer. Oh. Is there anything in it? There is not. Is that... That's nothing that's takeable. What are you? Anything takeable? No. Shelf is empty. So this place is not exactly looking fantastic. Got a metal container. We'll search that. A tin of coffee.
Handy.
You know, it's really not going to come in handy, lady. You keep saying that about tins of coffee. We have more coffee than you could ever fucking drink. You could choke the shit down if you wanted to. Can of grape soda. See, now that will come in handy. So will that can of Pinnacle Peaches. And I believe that's all she wrote, folks. That's it. That's all we got. Where are you? Nothing. All right. Maybe an extra bedroll we could pick up. I thought about maybe breaking it down. We do have a bedroll, but ours is kind of in rough shape. We could theoretically repair it, because actually we have 2 bedrolls. We could probably rip one apart and use it to fix the other one, I would assume. Let's keep heading this way. That looks like... Is that another building? Nope, just a rock outcropping. Still haven't seen any kind of savage predators, and I'm not at all salty about that fact. Still. So where is our main camp? It's got to be, like, around here somewhere. It's got to be right in this neighborhood. Okay, excellent. We're right above it. Good. We're not even cold at the moment. So I'm going to check this little cul-de-sac back here, just to kind of see what's up. Say how do you do. Give it a bit of a how's your father. Maybe steal anything that's not nailed down, as long as it's not guarded by a silent clearing. Well, that seems ominous. What's in the silent clearing? It looks like nothing at all. Nope, there's some old man's beard, which I guess I'll just take for the sake of taking it at this point. Anything else worthwhile up here? Looks like some reishi mushrooms as well. Yeah, we'll take them as well. I'm not gonna say no to anything. I'm gonna take it all. I'm a greedy Gus. I'm taking everything. If it's not nailed down, I'm stealing it. That's just the way this shit works. So we'll take this reishi mushroom. We got it. Excellent. Good to go. All right. So we've stolen everything that's can be stolen from this area. I believe I heard dogs barking. Almost positive that I heard a dog bark. So this road does wrap around and head back into the village? Yes, it does. Okay. All right. Well, I want to come at this from an odd direction. I don't want to come in on the road. I want to come in a direction where if the wolves are camping our house, they don't really have time to come at me. Come at me, bro. Don't have a time to come at me, bro. I just want to sneak in. This is the little blue house is our house. So we want to try to get to the little blue house without getting eaten by dogs. It's actually looking okay so far. Have we searched that car back there? Its hood isn't up. Probably not. We may go check that out if we can. I don't see any wolves. You know, while we're over here and there are no wolves about, why not check? Oh, we have searched that car. Never mind. The hood is up. We've searched it. All right, so let's get in our house then and get a little warm. Maybe do some cooking. Should be plenty of food here. We've got a ready supply of food, and then we may just spend sort of the rest of our time kind of tearing shit apart. How much daylight? Have we got 10 hours of daylight left? That's a lot of daylight. Seems kind of wasteful to use it just tearing apart clothes. So this is our clothing cabinet. Let's stash what we're not using in here, which is that pair of mittens, this pair of gloves, and everything else is in use, all right? Let's check to our kitchen then. Head into our refrigerator, or frigifator. We got a lot of dog food. That's, yeah, we got that going for us. Dog food galore, folks. We got tons. Plenty of blue toilet water, which is good. I've been jonesing for it. It's been a while since I've had a nice dose of the tea, as I like to call it. You know, toilet water. I call it the tea. Give me a shot of the tea, you say. And you'd be like, you mean iced tea? And you'd be like, no, I mean toilet water, man. It's real confusing. That's why I use that nomenclature. Canned tomato soup. We'll hang on to the venison, because eventually that's going to go bad. That's probably good, actually. Do we have anything in a freezer up here? We have nothing in a freezer. All right, then. Were we keeping stuff in the stove? For some reason, it seems like I felt we were keeping things in the stove, but clearly we aren't keeping things in the stove. Is this actual food? No. Microwave? Nope, still empty. All right, just thought we'd check. We have fire starting supplies here, right? We do. Do we? Oh, this is like assorted miscellaneous tools. Did we put that? I thought we put that stuff in the bedroom. Did we take all of our fire starting supplies? No, we had fire starting stuff somewhere stashed. It's almost positive we had stashed that stuff somewhere. Is it in here? Nope. Well, that's actually quite neglectful of me. I did not leave the things that we needed to start a fire. I kind of feel dumb. Well, let's do that. I mean, we got some time. We could actually forage for some more wood, so let's leave. Yeah, you know what? Let's leave. Oh, it's full. Fine. You want to be full, cabinet? No, that's be full. Be full. It's... Did we wait? Did we stash it over here? Aha! This is where we left our firewood. So we kind of don't actually need to stash firewood. We've got a pretty ready supply. Crafting materials, all this stuff. The rest of this stuff is all crafting materials. So let's head over to our main crafting station, and we're going to go over to the Quonset Hut gas station. There's a, yeah, I was gonna say there's a kitchen door we can go out of that's closer. And again, keeping an eye out for wolves, ever vigilant. They love this little town here. They love this place. It's Wolf Central. Don't see any immediately nearby. Make a break for it. There's a deer right over there. Also hear the cawing of crows, which means there's probably something dead nearby. But we're back in our sort of little crafting area. That's good. Here's our hides and skins. They're not quite cured. 43% of the way home. That's all right. We're going to take our maple saplings and we're going to drop these here. Get them to begin curing as well. So let's drop you and you. And we were keeping crafting supplies, I believe, in this cabinet, were we not? We were indeed. So let's offload. You know what? I think we'll leave this crowbar. We still have ours at 21%. That's probably fine. We have backups as well. Don't really need a toolkit. We got one sewing thing. That page looks all right. I do probably want to forage for some firewood, and do we have firewood supplies here? I don't remember if we left the accoutrement to make a fire in this location or not. I don't think we did. Doesn't look like it. The question is, do I want to do that? I think the answer is yes. In an emergency, it's not out of the question that we might wind up stuck here at some point. So let's put fire materials in this upper, actually, put them in this upper drawer. So, because we're going to forage. So you can have all my wood. I'll leave you 2 tinder plugs as well. This reclaimed wood is a crafting material, so it needs to stay. The leather, I think, we'll hang on to. The crow feathers also need to stay. So let's put the crow feathers in our crafting cabinet. Those are going to be eventually made into arrows. We'll keep the leather of the old man's beard. That can go. The reclaimed wood also goes, of hopefully, eventually, going to become snares for us once our gut finishes curing. That all looks fine. Got some water, some food. We're actually sitting kind of pretty. What are you? Oh, Rishi tea. Yeah, we'll hang on to that. All right, so we're at 43 pounds of encumbrance. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We don't really need to craft anything. What should we do with the rest of our day? I mean, we do have a line. We could go fishing. There's probably some merit into trying maybe trying a little fishing. I wouldn't mind sleeping in my actual house for once, though. That would be nice. Got 9 hours of daylight left, though. It seems kind of a shame to waste 9 hours of daylight. That's a lot of daylight. Let's go do a little fishing. It's sort of the one method we have of reliably producing sort of a renewable source of food. So let's do that. Keeping an eye out for wolves. We frequently encounter them in this area, and the preponderance of deer nearby also somewhat lead me to believe that we may encounter one of our 4-legged friends. Yep, there he is. I hear you, wolf. I didn't even need to see you. I know you're there. I can feel your look, wolf. I can feel your look. I knew you were there. You weren't fucking fooling anybody. But with all those deer around, I knew you'd be hanging out, wolf. I knew you'd be hanging out. I can hear you panting outside, by the way. I don't know why I'm looking in this place. I've searched this whole dump. I suppose we could take how are we doing on fatigue? We're actually a little tired. You know what? Let's take a little nap. We'll shave off 75 calories. I don't mind a little midday nap. It'll burn 1 hour of our available daylight. I'm cool with that. Nice little 1 hour power nap. Wake up feeling refreshed. Our condition improved. If we have to fight that wolf, I suppose we could. Would kind of prefer to not do that. Let's go take a peek outside and see if he's still there. I really won't feel safe until I'm out on the open ice with a nice clear... Shit. Fog. I don't trust myself to find my way back to Jackrabbit Island in this fog. I know it's roughly that way. I also don't... Nope. 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 I don't want to stumble on a wolf. I'm not going to do it. You know what we can do while we wait for the fog? Let's do this. Step outside. There were no predators, like, in the immediate vicinity, so here's what we're going to do. We'll step outside here. We remain wolf-free. Yes, we do. So we're going to stand right over here, and we'll forage for some wood. So let's get 2 hardwood, 1 softwood, 2 tender plugs, sort of our standard scavenging. It's going to take 2 hours and 50 minutes and burn 708 calories. That's quite a bit, but, well, we may be spending the night here, so having the tools to make a fire aren't necessarily a terrible idea. The fog has lifted. Excellent. We're hungry and thirsty. Let's go inside for a moment. We'll handle the hunger and thirst issues. So what do we got in the food department? Well, we're going to eat you. We're down to 26 calories. That's not good. Swallowed that dry. That sounded uncomfortable, actually. That swallow sounded a little bit like that one might have hurt. Sounded like it might have hurt a little. You eat this beef jerky. We're down to not even 1/3 of a gallon of potable water. We're still kind of tired. That's okay, though. Let's go. If we can get a clear shot, we'll go fishing. We'll spend the rest of the day fishing. And then tomorrow, maybe we'll do a little cooking of our catch, assuming we catch anything at all. Way looks clear. Let's get out on the ice before the fog sets back in. Don't hear any wolves. All right, cool. Everything is cool. How's Fonzie? Fonzie is cool. We're also cool, just like Amanda Plummer and Tim Roth. They, too, were cool. So we're going to go to our favorite little fishing abode. You're over there. Don't see any... Are you... Nope, thought that was a wolf. It's actually just a rock. Weather seems okay. It's 13 degrees. It's fucking balmy, in fact. We got about 5 hours of daylight left. We can spend, I'm going to say, probably a couple hours fishing. Oh, there's some mean wolf over there. Let's circumvent. We're going to go around this bad boy. I don't really feel the need to tangle with a wolf at the moment. Not in the best of shape. He might be able to smell us. We are upwind from him, I think. Which way is the wind blowing? We appear to be upwind from him. He is sort of pointed in the direction we want to go. We could probably take him if we had to. I mean, if the need arises, we could probably take him down. You know what? Let's, here's what we'll do. We fished over in that hut last time. That's fine. I think what we'll do is head to this hut, since there are no wolves immediately. Never mind. I'm gonna say I don't see any wolves in that immediate vicinity, except that it appears that there's a wolf right fucking there. We are downwind from that wolf, so we don't have to worry. I guess we'll go to our standard fishing. Oh, he's coming right for us. It's coming right for us. Danforth, pull up flank. Look out for Charlie up in the trees. He's coming right for us. Wish I had some gin right now. I could go for a little gin. Sure, it tastes like pee, but what are you going to do? It's probably enough South Park references for the nonce. Come on, man. Just get me to my ice hut so I can do a little fishing. All I want to do is cap off a profitable and successful day with a little recreational fishing. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask, I ask? I think it's not. Also, there is another fucking wolf. It seems like these wolves would do a little better hunting if they were like back in a timber where deer might be, instead of just wandering around in the middle of a fucking wide open frozen lake where the deer can see and smell them from 1,000 miles away. I'm just saying, wolf. Just saying. Let's chip this open with our hatchet. We got 4 hours of daylight left. How long is this taking? This must be really thick ice. Alright, so our fishing hole is cleared. Let's fish for 2 hours. See what we can come up with in 2 hours. So far, nothing. Caught a rainbow trout. That's all we got. We got a rainbow trout. You know what? That's almost not even worth the fucking time it took us to catch it. It's really not. Alright, let's head home then. Maybe that fishing hole is fished out. We did catch almost 10-pound salmon there once. I have to assume that maybe that spot is fished out. Maybe we should try a different fishing hole next time. That rainbow trout is probably not going to be worth the calories well, it's definitely not going to be worth the calories we spent pulling it out, because it took us 2 hours. The thing's going to be a very, very minimal number of calories for us. We may have to dip into some of our non-scavenged food sources. Although I'm pretty sure we still have some deer meat that we scavenged off of a dead deer at home. It is getting pretty dark. Almost ready to call it a day, which is fine. We've had enough excitement, I think, and accomplished. Excuse me? Wolf? I thought I heard a wolf. There are not supposed to be wolves on Jackrabbit Island. It's exclusively reserved for jackrabbits. This is a no-wolf zone, wolves. If you're on Jackrabbit Island, I demand that you leave immediately. It's a no-wolf zone. So what do we got up here? We have a chunk of uncooked wolf meat, to which we will add this fish. Okay. Bully. What's in the actual fridge as far as food goes? We got some cooked salmon. Brilliant. We used up 80% of our fishing line. That thing was in perfect shape, and we used up 80% of it to catch one fucking measly piece of shit fish. I'm kind of salty about that. One tiny, worthless piece of crap fish is all we caught. We caught a crap fish. I'm salty. I'm salty, and my dinner is going to consist of salmon. Cooked salmon. At least it's cooked. So let's eat our salmon then. It is 1,200 calories, so I mean, we get one good meal out of our previous fishing hole, but I don't know, that seems dubiously useful. Let's take a can of soda as well, just top ourselves off. Yeah, we got 2, that's fine. Give me a can of soda. Drink that as well. Then we'll close out with our water. That's going to put us actually pretty fat and happy. We almost did a full 2,000 calories. So let's top off this water, and I think we may hit the sack. What do we got here? We're really tired. We got 1 hour of daylight left. Yeah, you know what? With only 1 hour of daylight, do we need to... let's take a look. Do we need to repair anything? Our gloves or our scarf might actually need a little repair. That would repair it the whole way, so no, because that means there would be overkill. I'm not interested in over-repairing anything. Again, okay, so the answer is no and no. Alright then, I guess we'll just hit the sack, so let's go grab ourselves. What do we got? About an hour of daylight left. You know what? We'll sleep. Let's sleep the hour, and then see if it can estimate about how much darkness is left, and then we'll sleep that long. Just to be on the safe side, like to not waste any time if we can. So we'll do a little double dip in the sleep department. Less than 1 hour of day. Alright, so we'll sleep, let's say... let's go for 9 hours. And that's going to be it. So, a pretty productive little day for us, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more of The Long Dark, consider subscribing as well. New episodes go up 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.